right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Progressive Podcast. It is episode 95, baby.
Yes, five away, guys.
Yeah, five away. What you know about 95 episodes? Some of y'all can't even do 95 push-ups. Anyways,
Wow.
95 is a lot actually. We did this one thing when we used to work out together in Swaziland during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, before the pandemic. No, after the pandemic was, it was pandemicing. You know what I'm saying? We did a test to see how many push-ups we could each do in 1 minute. I think I did the most. I did like 65.
Oh, okay.
Man, when I got up from that, I was feeling like Arnold Schwarzenegger, bro. Like fully chesty by.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, let me just end it there. But anyways, we hope you guys are doing well. We hope you guys are doing well. It was it's crazy. Like every day, more like every week, every episode, we're just creeping bit by bit to that episode, that 100th episode. So yeah. What you know about 95 episodes on a podcast, baby? We stream in 44 countries worldwide.
44.
And 44. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in Côte d'Ivoire.
Oh yeah, I thought Côte d'Ivoire was the 43rd. It's 44th.
Nah, it's 44.
Top stuff, guys.
Your dad is 44. Sorry.
Is this
Hey, you don't remember the whole Big Shaq thing? And the thing goes.
Oh gosh.
Huh? What did he say?
The facilities.
He said, hop out with the 2-door, 3-door, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your dad is 44. So look at the corridor. I want to see him. Almost split his jaw.
Bro, like he literally is just saying random things, guys.
And then there's that one where it's the balance.
No balance.
The bank account balance. Siaga.
Woo! That was good.
Man, that video, bro.
Oh man, that was good.
That video. Man. Anyways, Dibby, bro, how has the week been for you, man?
Whew. Man, let me actually. It was better than last week.
Real.
It was better than last week, and a lot of lessons learned from the past. A lot of lessons learned from the past 3 weeks before this one, and I think I'm on the right track now. I think I'm on the right track. There were a lot of struggles, but I think I'm on the right track. But sometimes, guys, we just have to keep it going. Maturity is understanding that you have to get on with it, even if not everything is how you want it to be in that moment. You just have to get on with it because things need to get done. Yeah, things need to get done, and
that is so real.
You are the one that needs to get those things done. So yeah, but otherwise it was good. It was my dad's birthday last Monday, so I guess when the last episode came out, episode 94. Yeah. And then today is my brother's birthday. It's 27th of May. So shout out to my brother. Hope you have a nice day, Yannick.
Happy birthday, bruv.
Yeah. So it's it was my dad's birthday party on Saturday, and apparently that went very well. So I'm glad. And I'm a Manchester United fan. We won the FA Cup. So shout out United fans. I'm very, yeah, it is. I needed that, man. As soon as I realized, there's actually a chance for us to win this, I was like, I need this, man.
It's the hope that kills you.
It really is, man. But I still think the coach should leave. That's probably a very unpopular opinion, but standards need to be upheld, and this season hasn't been good enough across the board. If Pochettino got sacked, he didn't get sacked, but he left and he had an awful season and he got a higher position than United, then surely,
there should be something.
Yeah, there should be something. United should be playing better than they're playing right now, hypothetically. Why don't they play how they played against City today? Why don't they play like that the whole season? It's a question. It's a mentality thing. Yeah. It's even that thing, it's harsh to say, but when Rodri said, they didn't want to beat us. It's the mentality thing. It's like most teams, actually every team would be like, I take a draw and a win against City, but in a 38 game season, you got to beat them twice, basically. Exactly. To have even a chance of winning. So yeah, man, life is tough, guys, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm happy United won the FA Cup. Dad's birthday, brother's birthday. Hey, yeah, it's top stuff, man. Top stuff.
Yeah, no, all the Guilazes are born in May. You get what I'm saying, bruv?
Yes. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild. But you know, man, I remember I came back to the hotel. I was watching the Penryn Derby, Uplands Penryn Derby. You know, it was nice. I played hockey for the last. I played hockey. Well, I played for the old boys, so we beat Penryn's old boys like 4-1.
Hashtag Penreach.
Yeah, man, and it was fun, you know, until I go back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I took a bit of a nap, right? And then I was like, now I woke up from my nap, but I was a bit half asleep, right? So now I'm going through everyone's status. I'm seeing a whole lot of red, and I was like, I'm pretty sure we beat Penryn. And I'm like, wait, United won. Meaning we don't play in Europa Cup, in Europa League. Damn, that's crazy.
Tough.
That's tough.
Yeah, and Newcastle get knocked out of Europe completely after finishing higher than United. That has to hurt, man.
Bro, that's like...
That actually has to hurt, bro. At least Chelsea have some
Europa,
like, and if they win it, it's like, hey, it's still a trophy. You still want something. Newcastle, they did Champions League this season. Nothing next
year, man.
Oh, that's like, painful, man.
It's like figuring out what your crush wants.
Yeah.
You do everything bar for bar. And she still says she and then she doesn't even say she doesn't like you.
Yeah.
She just says, I wish I had a guy like you.
Nah, gents knows. Yeah. Gents know what this is about, guys.
Hey.
Gents know what that's about. Yeah. Not to say too much, but gents know.
That's crazy. But anyways, the week was good. Very liberating. Very liberating stuff, man. Looking forward to, it's elections this week, you know.
Oh yeah, on Wednesday.
We can't relate, but hey,
yeah.
Shout out to those that are voting. I think a good 45% of the world is having elections this year.
Yeah,
it's quite crazy. You know, the economies are about to shake. We are enjoying the last couple of days of no load shedding.
It's been a nice...
Yeah, it's been nice.
Month, 2 months, month and a half. Yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah, it's not much, but it's very much corruption. But anyways, let's get into why we're here. Oh, wait.
Icebreaker.
Yeah, icebreaker to break the ice, right? So I was in White River this weekend. And I was having a chat with some of the guys. Having a chat with some of the guys. Just having a chat with some of the guys and the girls. Do me.
Man, shout out Mr. PB. What a legend, guy. Man.
Man, I got on the pitch and I was like, Mietani, you need a new shirt. It's boss F's.
Nah, shout out. If you're watching this, Mr. PB, shout out, man. One of the best teachers. We had during high school. Edmund Prito Brun. What a guy. What a guy.
Edmund.
Peter.
Groovy baby. Billy the Bums.
I can't do it, bro.
Oh man. Anyways, icebreaker is, would you prefer the city or the bush? All right. So no, city or countryside. Which one are you taking? That's our icebreaker for today. Do you prefer to live in the city or in the countryside? Well, if you have to look at it like this, you could wake up in the morning and it's fresh air. And fresh air means fresh, produce. Since it's all natural, fresh, because the animals have to do their business somewhere. Yeah, but it adds to the freshness. Where, in the city, it's a fresh robbery. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy staying in Joburg, but every time I go to Mpumalanga, man, specifically Nelspruit to White River, I just love how chilled it is. It's a bit of a culture there.
Laid back.
Definitely a lot more morals. Like, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of like when you're in Joburg, you're in the streets.
You're in the streets, bro.
Home,
business is business, bro.
Yeah, but then you go home and it's actually like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, the people are nice there, man. The biltong is the best.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna use that comparison, then definitely
Yeah.
I'd take. Maybe it's because we've lived there for a long time, but yeah, I'd take White River. I'd say, or I just countryside,
just nice,
like
bro.
just laid back. And,
The people. It's very inclusive.
Everyone knows each other. Braai culture.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could have. I wish I could have gone to the Uplands Festival, man, because it sounds
Vibes.
from the stories Mietani told me, it sounds like it was great, man.
Those vibes, man.
Yeah.
Pure vibes, man.
Man. Good times, man. Good times.
And you know when you're watching the rugby, people get really passionate. Speel kom, laka.
Yeah. And it's actually crazy that because just prior to the festival, there was a potential controversy brewing, but it seems like it was averted because it wasn't. Yeah. I mean, it would have been crazy. The allegations were crazy, and such such a well-known school, and man, in the province at least in Mpumalanga. So it would have been. But I am glad. I'm glad that actually it was not as it seemed, because but you guys can do the research on that.
The choice is yours.
But otherwise, that festival was great.
Even Rolf was there.
No ways! Oh my word!
For real.
This man may be one of the most legendary individuals to ever touch the Uplands campus, guys.
Man, I remember having a conversation with Rolf, right?
Yeah.
Great guy. Like, man, that guy watched us play our first rugby game.
Really?
And our first, and like every rugby game that he could be there, he was there.
Oh, man.
And I'm trying to Rolf it, and he's like, He's like, I'm trying to, just man's old, so he's trying to stay healthy.
Yeah.
He's like, these guys keep calling me. They're like, no, Rolf, we need you. The kids need you. And I'm like, hey, Rolf, you're not gonna. Do you ever catch a break?
Yo, that's crazy, because I think when we were in grade 8, his son had been gone for like 10 years. I think something like that. His son had matric, like that. So that means maybe 20 years at this point, something,
man.
since his son was last at Uplands. So that's insane.
That's insane. But he's like the master Shifu. Like he's like Uplands Ultra.
Yeah,
like soccer teams have like their ultras. Rolf is the one for Uplands. But anyways,
we even retired one of the first team rugby jerseys for him.
The 23,
25 or
23.
23. Oh, I thought it was a 25. But why did we retire that? Was it because that's the number his son wore, or maybe there's some? But our school actually retired a first team jersey number for this man. So clearly,
I think he's the only one with his name on a jersey. He's just that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Oh, yeah. He actually has. Oh, man.
Yeah, his says 23 and it's written at the back, Ralph.
Love
My
it,
guy.
man. Love it.
Guy.
Shout out Ralph, man.
Yeah, gave me such a firm handshake, though. Like, damn. Like,
that's how it should be.
I know it's been a while.
Yeah.
But, I still need to write, Like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, it was amazing, and it was pure vibes. Okay, cool. So, let's get into let's do the thing that that brings us here as a collective, and how do you keep it going? How do you keep it pushing? Right? Sometimes you will start this ambitious journey with a significant other. Sometimes, and sometimes you're given the ultimatum: is it me or is it the work? And you think to yourself, and like, you know what? I cannot replace my dreams, so you pick your work, right? But then now, depending where you are in the world, you get demonized, or whatever the case may be. Life now starts to kind of throw curveballs at you, because now you're like, well, if I stop doing this thing which brought you here, right, then you're gonna leave anyways, because I'm not doing the thing that brought you here. And now that I'm choosing to grow the thing that brought you here, now you're also leaving. Sometimes you never win. And sometimes you have to pay the price. As a giant purple man with extreme martial arts and with the nerve to kill his own daughter once said, the hardest choices require the strongest wills. Right? So we've been talking this whole season. I think this is the last episode for the season, right?
Finale,
Yeah. So as we've been saying, like, you go start your business, you go do this, you go get that bread, you go open that bakery, bruv. You get the, but everything comes at a price. And if you're not willing to pay that, wake up every morning and pay that sacrifice, then chief, you're gonna fall off at some point. And like, how do we keep this going, right? Number one, for us, we remember why we do this thing, and we do this thing for you guys. If we can help one person, then we've done our job.
Yeah,
right.
That's always what we've said.
That's always what we've said. That's it.
Yeah.
People are like, I should monetize the podcast. This, that. Yeah. You know what kills creativity? A big budget and a lot of time. All right.
Wow.
Shout out my brother Ryan. The Deadpool guy, what's his name? It's not Gosling.
Ryan Reynolds.
Shout out my guy Ryan Reynolds. Man got the initials like RR moving like Rolls Royce. You get me, bruv. Big man thing. Should consider commentating at this point. But anyways, that's the thing. So for us, it's about, okay, cool. Can we help one person? All right, cool. But now we're helping one person times whatever in 44 countries. Years later, we would have never gotten to that episode 95, season 11, and 44 countries worldwide if we had not just kept it going.
Yeah.
Especially within the podcasting thing, because this thing takes time. I mean, our audience is like, what, 250, 260?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
People a month listening, right? Across all our platforms. So we're not going to sit here and, give you some wishy-washy thing that's going to, make you feel like you can change the world right now, and then you wake up tomorrow and it's back to doing the same thing again. Nah. It's the same thing like with anything that you want to do, all right? Whether you want to keep... it's time.
Okay.
It's time. You are a chef, all right? And if you want to get better at your meals, you need to keep cooking.
Exactly.
You need to keep cooking. I mean, that's not like a philosophical Tom Brady, Cristiano Ronaldo quote. No, it's just basic. If you want the meals to hit, keep cooking. All right? That book, you wanted to get better, keep cooking. If you want to get better at sales, pick up the phone and start dialing. Right? So that's literally what it's there's the word. It all comes down to consistency. Right? How consistent you are will dictate how solid your foundation is and the longevity of the career in whatever it is that you want to do. All right? So this is not something that that just spawns out of nowhere. You have to be to some degree obsessed. You have to be to some degree be curious enough to see what would happen if you do it one more time. You have to be curious enough to see what would happen if I just do it one more time. What would happen if I just do another episode? What would happen if I just do another episode? What would happen if I just write another page? What happens if I just call one more person? What happens if I call one more person? So, and it goes back to this thing. I don't know if it was Dan Bolzeri. No. One of these guys, man. I forgot his name. But he was saying that he was talking about how his dad, right, wanted to be sober and how he planned on going about that journey.
Yeah.
Right? And he said, I'm going to just keep focusing on being sober today.
Yeah.
Can I be sober today? And then tomorrow comes, can I be sober today?
Yeah.
Can I be sober today? Right? Same thing in whatever it is. Focus on today. Don't disregard, yeah. I was about to say disacknowledge. That's not even a word.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah, but don't disregard the obligations for tomorrow. But just keep it here.
Yeah.
Keep your head down. Okay, cool. This is what I need to do today. Boom. Knock that out the park, because worrying about tomorrow and what happened the day before is not going to propel you forward.
Not going to change anything.
Yeah. And if anything, it's like having a speedboat and putting in stones. It's going to slow you down. And if you do that long enough, you're going to end up being tied in a knot. Now, I don't know if y'all get that double entendre, but I'm going to break it down for you. when you so when you drive a car, it's miles per hour, kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
When you drive in a boat, it's knots. 45
okay.
knots, 20 knots, or whatever the case is. 45 is actually quite high. But anyways, that's essentially what you need to do. You need to be curious enough to see what will happen if you just do it one more time. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Basics, I think. Yeah, I think it's important to nail the basics, because when we think about doing big things and so on and so forth, we think about maybe the the glory aspect,
Yeah.
or kind of just like the end of the road when you get your accolades, so on and so forth. But that's not really what it's about. What it's about is kind of doing the basics consistently. Yeah, or doing the basics on a consistent basis. Those are two
Yeah.
different words. Doing the basics on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what really will get you to where you need to be. And you kind of realize that it's not really how to keep going. It's not necessarily about where you're going, but the journey itself. And that's kind of how you keep going. You kind of one thing that I've realized personally is that
Yeah.
I'm trying to live in the moment, kind of thing. Like, not trying to think too much, like, oh, what's gonna happen. Obviously, you can plan and so on and so forth, but sometimes kind of just living in that moment, because you think like, oh, only when this happens I'll be happy. And you'll always have that mindset, and you'll never be happy. So you have to kind of be happy where you are, continue moving forward, but live in the moment, kind of thing. And that's how you keep going. I don't know, for us, I mean, we enjoy doing this. We think we're helping people, and that's, yeah, man, it's fun. I think that's all that's really been, obviously I believe we've affected a lot of people. 44 countries, all the continents, 250 or so consistent listeners across all platforms.
Yeah.
But I think that what keeps it going is not really thinking necessarily about, oh, we should monetize, or, oh, we should do this. It's more about just trying to help people and trying to do interesting things, trying to come up with, interesting topics, interesting things to cover. And that's how we keep going, man. That's how we keep going. And, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not, but we just keep it pushing, Another thing is kind of one thing that I've learned about maturity is that sometimes you have to get on with it. Sometimes things aren't the way that you think they should be, but you have to get on with it, because that's just part of life. Not everything won't be perfect all the time. It's kind of like you said, if we wanted to be perfect, we wouldn't be here with 95 episodes, 11 seasons. We wouldn't be here.
Yeah. True.
And even now things aren't perfect, but you know what? We're here and we're enjoying it. And, we're making sure that we do, what we think is best, and we keep pushing forward. We've had, ups and downs. Last year, pardon me, we were quite close to having a permanent home, but then things didn't work out with, one of our contacts, and it was kind of a back and forth. But you know what? One thing that I realized just from you could say, negotiations that we were having with this particular person, is I realized that, oh, we can actually really do this, like keep going and make it bigger. And I realized that, oh, just because it didn't work out like this, it doesn't mean that we can't still make it big. Even there, just realized it was kind of where we learned that it's in life, it's not about the resources, it's about the resourcefulness. So yeah, man, it's that's kind of how we keep going. It's kind of how we keep going. We just have to remember why you're here. Remember why you're here, and keep forging ahead. You have to, and do it for yourself, man. Like, a lot of times we want to impress people and stuff like that. We want things to be perfect. Nah, man. Do it for yourself, guys.
Let's get the work done, eh?
Get the work done, guys. Sometimes that's not the message people want to hear, but like Mietani said, we're not here to give an airy fairy, oh, this and that. No, we're here to give like the basics, those foundations, because the more solid the foundation, the higher the building can go, or the more firm the building will be as you construct it. So yeah, man. That's kind of, that's really just my thoughts on that. Genuinely.
It's actually very interesting that you say that, because if you look at the let's take the Burj Khalifa. Is it the Burj Khalifa?
Leaf Khalifa, yeah.
Yeah.
Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, that its foundations are so solid. It can withstand earthquakes, winds.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so the more solid your foundation, also the more solid you'll be, the more you'll be equipped or empowered now to withstand the trials and tribulations.
Because they will come, guys.
Oh yeah,
They
most definitely they will come.
The biggest lie is for people to say that it will always be fine.
No, it won't. It won't.
It
won't.
The hard times will come. Guys.
Yeah.
And you have to be firm enough, strong enough to face them.
Because if you're not, you just get swept off your feet,
blown away by the wind like a paper bag.
Yeah, just now floating like a plastic bag in Johannesburg CBD. So it's very interesting that you say that.
Yeah.
Because guys will be coming to me and say, "Yo, dude, how long did it take for you to get to where you are?" From like when they look at my physique, and I'm like, "It took me 10 years." Like, what? I was like, "Dude, what do you mean? What do you mean what?" He's like, no, I just thought maybe it would be. I was like, dude, it took me 10 years for my body to get to a point where I can spend 6 months, 5 months out of the gym and still look in somewhat decent shape. You can look at me and be like, okay, cool. You can make an educated assumption that this dude works out.
Yeah.
Some people can't do that, right? Because they haven't been lifted. The foundation isn't really there, Like, yeah, I'll take a few months off the gym, right? Off the weights, but when I come back, I'm not too far behind. Like right now, I took a nice break.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, I'm not benching 100 kgs like I used to when I was very consistent. But you know what I'm benching? I'm doing like 80 kgs right now. Right? Cool. But like that's because foundation.
Foundations is what will sustain you, not
Exactly.
vibes. Not vibes.
Not
guys.
vibes, not this thing of going there, taking. Let me keep quiet, but you get the point.
Yeah. Foundations, like the basics, and just doing those basics consistently.
Yeah,
that's what will sustain you, guys.
Yeah,
that's how you keep it going.
Yeah,
really.
The best teams, the best organizations, the most productive individuals just do the basics well and consistently.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna go to the quote of the week. Unless you got something extra.
Oh no, I just wanted to mention that that's something that I heard Patrick Bet-David say once. He said that the most successful people, they just do the basics well. That's basically what they do. That's not. There's nothing really on the front end. It looks special and the accolades and stuff like. But on the back end, it's really just basics. There's nothing really like special. It's just things that everyone can do. It's just the willingness to do, the willingness to pay the price, like you said. Yeah. And the willingness to go the distance, that's all. That's the difference, really. But in terms of the capability of just doing the basics, that's why there's a reason why they're called basics. It's because everyone can do them. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we asked Randy to give us a quote in the style of David Goggins, and here's our quote of the week. When you're on the edge, broken and beaten, that's when you dig deep and find the warrior within. Keep going, because quitting is forever, but pain is temporary. Stay hard.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, wow. Quitting is forever, but pain is temporary.
Pain is temporary, man.
And
the
you're right.
choice is yours. You can either do this the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah, quitting is forever, guys. I don't know. I think we can rest on that, man.
Yeah,
quitting is forever, guys, and
yeah, we can.
That's a choice that everyone has to make for whatever thing they're doing.
Yeah.
But personally, one thing that I always tell myself is because I learned it, and so I speak it to myself, especially when times are tough. Is I always say that I'm not gonna stop. Yes, you know what? It's tough, and I just kind of have to suck it up. But I have to keep going. I really do have to keep going because it's on me, man.
Yeah,
it's not on anyone else. It's on you.
Yeah. At the end of the day. Yeah, and I was telling this to my stage partner, to Meleng, and I was like, you know what, this is quite frightening for me, but I'm gonna do it frightened. And just keep doing it. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next episode.